Welcome back. The Minnesota State women's basketball team is one of the tops in all of Division II. I'm Rob Clark, joined alongside the senior, Hannah Herzig. Hannah, just how has your entire career at Minnesota State really been for you over the years?
Yeah, it's been really fun. I think that everyone kind of says that it goes by really fast in the 4 years, but it felt like I had just broken my nose freshman year like last month, and so it's been a ton of memories in the past 4 years, and we're still looking forward to a lot more.
Really close-knit senior class here at Minnesota State. How does this group really take it upon themselves to make sure that those younger players that are coming into the program are really shown the MSU way?
I think that with having 7 seniors, it can kind of be easy to be our own group, but we do work really hard at just being connected throughout. I mean, it makes it easy because our freshmen have a lot of fun personalities, and same with our sophomores and our junior, and so the team is just very cohesive with hanging out on and off the court chemistry.
This team is a perennial at the NCAA tournament. A really strong season last year, but you know, the year before you win the national championship. Was there a little bit of a sour taste in this group's mouth after last year not quite getting that same goal that you guys had gotten the year prior?
Yeah, for sure. It's hard to compare the seasons because it's always a completely different team, but there is that expectation of winning at this program, especially after winning the national championship. And so, yeah, I feel like especially the senior class is a little sour taste in our mouth and ready to get after it this season.
What will it take for this group to be one of the, in the mix for that national title again this year?
Yeah, I think that one thing that we did really well when we won the championship our sophomore year was the team stayed really present with each other and didn't really listen to any outside noise. And so looking at this year and this season, there are those high expectations, especially with the rankings and what other conference teams are saying. And so I think that just like staying in ourselves, like staying in our team and not worrying about what other people are saying or other fans or parents or whatever it might be, just really being connected in our team and knowing what it takes and what our standard is.
And I know everything kind of comes off of that defense. You guys are able to force a lot of turnovers in every game, but talk a little bit about the unselfish attitude offensively, because it seems like a really high percentage shots that this group is taking. Everybody's always making that extra pass to really get a clean look at the basket.
Yeah, I think that our team is very blessed. We have so many offensive weapons, so we don't really need to rely on 1 or 2 people to get our offense flowing. Kind of like you said, our defense, we rely heavily on that, and so it kind of makes our offense really easy because with our chemistry so high on defense, it's very natural to flow that into our offensive looks.
And when we look at the season as a whole, there's still a long ways to go. Having done this, for a few years now, what's really the key to, making sure that this team is able to kind of maintain that peak throughout the rest of the season now?
Yeah, not looking behind or looking ahead too much. I think that staying present is a huge thing, especially for our senior class. We always talk about staying present and being where our feet are, and that just really helps with not worrying about the highs or the lows too much, and because it is a long season. So.
Take us inside one of the practices. Just how competitive is it? Because it seems like, having watched a couple of practices, it almost seems like this group, the practices might actually be a little bit tougher than the games themselves.
Yeah, we have a really good practice squad, which we like to beat up on, but over this winter break time, we say that we get to play against the 2 best teams in the nation since we get to play against each other. And so it's almost been harder over these next couple of weeks because we're beating up on each other, and we know what our strengths and our weaknesses are, which is just going to make us better in the long run. But yeah, we joke sometimes that our practices are like 90% defense, and we'll get a couple offensive drills if we need to, but it's mainly when we get stops.
With how busy the schedule is, how much do you really look forward to kind of the little bit of a holiday break to maybe just reset a little bit, mentally and physically?
Yeah, the reset will be nice and being able to see our family, but I find myself kind of missing being back here as much as I wouldn't like to admit it. We're all such close friends, and so at the minute we're back, I'm kind of have a little sigh of relief.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after the break. Stay with us.